They have told you to work hard, that hard work pays, and the strategy to success is hard work. And some of our logos in school and slogans in school were hard work pays. And so you have been, created to believe that you must work so hard. And the society, also through social media and every other space, glorifies the culture of grinding. You must grind. You have to do the hard work. But what if I tell you that hard work is not enough? Because if hard work would make you successful, then some of the hardest working people earns the meagerest of all wages. We could talk about people working on sites like, in our language, they would say mjengo, which is the work on construction sites. But I looked at the hierarchy of how people are paid in the construction sites, and then I started with the owner of the building. This guy has the money, so he will hire an engineer. The engineer would then get to work with contractors. The contractors then would bring, handmaids or people who are going to do the real job there. But if you look at the hierarchy, the person who is going to earn the highest from this entire building is actually the owner, who will never raise an hammer to hit the nail. But these people who work so hard, smashing the hammer, rolling the mortar, and doing all these things, sometimes get paid up to $10 to $20 a day. There is a strategy that they have kept from you for far too long, and this is why this video was made. Welcome to King Reynard Podcast, where we educate, elevate, and inspire you to greatness. Hard work, ladies and gentlemen, is a lie that has been sold to you for a very long time to substitute what is the real secret. And I'm about to reveal what replaces hard work. This is thinking. There are 4 things that promises success without hard work, but then you realize that you'll have just reversed hard work to begin thinking smartly. Number 1, strategy. Strategy. You need a strategy. So many people who have succeeded in life have understood the strategy of using other people's money to make money. That's the first important aspect of it. The second thing is network. You need people. It is who you know that is going to create what you become. Let's be honest about it and push this thing. I almost say push this nonsense away that you need to work so hard. If you work so hard without a strategy, a plan which is workable and backed up with people who are your networks, who knows who. All right? So until you have a strategy with a backed up network, the third thing you need is a vision. You have to craft a vision of who you want to become and then set yourself rolling with a team. So there are 4 things. Number 1, you need a strategy. You need a network of people who are informed, who have the money, who have the craft, who knows what they're doing. And then you need to have these people being able to know someone. And then within that spectrum, you need to have a vision that is backed up with a team. And once you know that, now you're set for success, because success does not come by working hard only. Hard work simply punches itself in the way when you now have mastered and crafted what you want to do and pushed yourself into the corner of possibilities that is grounded on 2 things. And now I will refer you to the Bible. You'll say, Reynard, you want to pray? Here is a secret I found in the Bible, the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 8, verse 18. It says, now don't you forget that it is me, God, who gives you the power to make wealth. The greatest secret for wealth creation, ladies and gentlemen, is hidden on the secret called the spiritual perspective. So many people think that wealth is physical. Never. There's a spirit behind money. There's a spirit behind success. And when I didn't know this, I used to crack my brain so hard, working and grinding and doing everything social media gurus have told you to do. Grind hard, wake up early, use cold water, and do all this. Good. If you want to try that, no problem. But I am here to just pop your balloon and tell you that sometimes there is an element of luck that is found in the equation of success. That you are aligned with the spectrums and the vibrations of the universe and the spiritual world, that God is within the equation of your success. You need God to succeed. And when I learned this, I stopped the hustle culture. I began asking the right question, going back within myself to figure out within my intuitive levels what I ought to do. And guess what? Taking a little bit longer time to strategize, to think, to meditate, and to go deep within yourself might take you longer, a little longer. But when the solution comes, it comes with a spark. It comes with direction. Why? Because when the equation of God comes within your spectrum, everything changes, because you no longer have to fight within the spaces of everyone, that everyone does this and does this and that does this. You now get to get your challenges from a different realm of operation. And when I figured that out, everything changed. I began involving prayer in my business. I began asking the universe questions and just literally waiting for answers. So many of you think that you pray, and some of your prayers are so ridiculous. You find somebody just praying, "Oh, Father God, I ask you to bless my work. I want you to do this. I want you to..." You actually plan everything, then bring God in your plan. That's not how it works. You need to have God within the spectrum of your planning. The first day you set yourself out to do it. There was a day we were to launch something together with a group of friends, and the first thing I told them, "Hey guys, we are going for prayer and fasting." And they were like, "Yes, Rena, let's do it." Sometimes, whenever you've prayed, what you've actually done in the realm of the spirit, you've set yourself ready for success. But that is one thing you're not taught in your hustle grind culture. You're only told, work hard, hustle, grind, but they never tell you that deep down within you is a spirit that gives you the power to make wealth. Without that spirit, you can do nothing. Wealth is spiritual. And as I come towards the end of this video, I want you to know that in the realm of wealth creation, you are either in the secret cult or the secret place. You either pray yourself into strategy or sacrifice something into strategy. So that's why those who run the world through occultic performances have realized that they perform certain rituals that actually link them up with the spirit world. But the question is, did you know that sacrifice is honored? Whether it is done by a devil worshiper or by someone who is as holy as you are, it will be honored. Why? Because sacrifice touches the realm of the spirit. And so when you sacrifice your time in spaces like praying and fasting, when you sacrifice your time in meditation, in asking God the right direction, what you're doing, you're laying yourself on the foundations of success. And finally, the last bit that I know you don't want me to talk about is that any river that does not have an outlet becomes a swamp. You must understand how to use the secret called giving as a strategy. So now, there's one that I used to do, and I didn't understand why I used to do it. So what I would do, I would set in money in different envelopes, about 7 envelopes. And then I walk, and when I find somebody who's blind, I would give them one envelope. And as I give them this one envelope, I release my spiritual eyes to open, because their physical eyes are closed. So I release my spiritual eyes to open. I'll go to somebody who can't walk, and I give them that envelope, and I release myself to be able to run. I go to somebody who is a barren, I release my womb to be able to produce. And I could do that. And every time I did that, something strange happened. I always had a solution. Then the secret I found out was not in the hard work. It was in the alignment with the spiritual realities that control wealth creation. If you're going to become wealthy, I am here to announce you're either going to become deeply involved with God or deeply involved with Satan. I am here to declare that. There are certain levels of wealth you can never create when you're still yourself lukewarm as you are, thinking that 2-minute prayers next to your bed would take you to the next level. No, there are certain levels of success that will require you either to sacrifice your soul to Satan or sacrifice yourself to God fully, because those are the only forces that can marshal and hold that level of success. When I figured out that, ladies and gentlemen, my life was changed. Finally, I want you to know that every level of financial growth will require you to face and break certain barriers. If you can only handle 100,000, they call it, that is your level of spectrum. So there's a mindset that will have to come to you for you to handle 1 million. And for you to grow from 1 million to 10 million, you need a different set of mindset. And if you don't break those barriers, you will remain the same, and you'll blame your society, your uncles, and your relatives that they've bewitched you. But truth is, you actually bewitched yourself. If you've made it this far in this video, then I believe this video resonates with you. Kindly, sharing is caring. Share this video with your friends, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and become a member of the ever-growing family of King Reynard Podcast. And until next time, cheers.